What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Man, oh man. We got something to talk about. Y'all come on up in here, man. It's fellowship, man. Let's talk about, man, what's going on. Let's talk about what's going on, y'all. This is Friday, man. This is nice little Friday, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come up on in here, man. Let me get right. We got some things to talk about, y'all. What Fantasia say? Let's give you something to talk about. Oh man, what's going on? We got Christina. Oh, what's going on? Oh, you done came up in here, huh? Waiting on a little bit. YouTube better be sending my notifications out. Me and YouTube gonna have to talk about something. Waiting on y'all to come. Give it another minute before we get going. Give it another minute before we get going, y'all. You know, looking at this game, man, definitely, if you take this game for granted, you gonna get whooped on. I promise y'all that. If y'all come up in here high and mighty, thinking that this is gonna be an easy win, you gonna get embarrassed. One thing's for sure, on offense, they got some weapons. They got a solid defense. They just missing a quarterback. And really, if you wanted to be honest, if they had the quarterback, since they came up with the BS on Philly being the favorites, they would really be the favorites if they had a quarterback. You know, so one thing for what y'all call games, a trap game. Y'all got to be ready for them trap games, man. And this could be a trap game. You get in there thinking, because one thing's for sure, right? Philly pretty much beat them and dominated the whole game, right? But the game was still in striking distance. If they would have just had a little bit of offense, they would have beat Philly. Because the defense did just enough. Depth or not. And they don't even got Chase Young yet. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all got to be on point. I'll tell you that for sure. Let me see. Man, we gonna get up in here, man. Let's see what's going on. Let me get this setting right, then we ready to get started, y'all. All right. Let's do it. All right. Let's get up on this offense, man. We're going to go with my observations, man, when it come down to this, when they play Philly, right? Because I watched it live. So this is what I got going on, right? Especially during the start of the game, they made an emphasis on giving Curtis Samuel the ball. They gave it to him. They gave it to him in the backfield on a perimeter. They gave it to him pretty quick. So one thing's for sure, man, especially through 3 games, Curtis Samuel is a man of emphasis, right? Scary Terry is a very good wide receiver, right? But one thing's for sure, if I had to say that you had to be worried about one dude, it ain't Curtis Samuel, it ain't Scary Terry. They tied in Logan Thomas. that's one thing that I would say that you might should have some eyes open for. Big body, big target, has some athleticism, and Wentz like them big bodies. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta be worried on that, man. I wouldn't say worried though, but the point of emphasis should be, in regarding the tight end. Anthony Brown. See, because look, Diggs is gonna have his hand. He gonna have his hand full with Scary Terry. Even though Diggs been doing his thing on him, his hands is gonna be full with Scary Terry. Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis, Kelvin Joseph, them the boys that's got to handle Curtis Samuel. We're gonna try Wilson and them on Logan, but if you really got to this game, you might should consider having Kelvin Joseph on the field to guard Logan Thomas. But that's worst case scenario though. That's worst case scenario, right? Best case scenario, we do our thing, but let's get back into it. One thing's for sure, Brandon Graham, he was eating against that right tackle. I think he had a Texas, I believe, man. I forgot it. Was it Osman or something like that? I'll look it up a little later, man, when we looking at the depth chart. But he was eating. That was lunch meat for sure. That was for sure lunch meat. So, when you look at a matchup like that, you would think DeMarcus Lawrence, you would think Michael Parsons, and then the cool thing about it is, right, but we'll get into matchups a little later though. I just wanted to tell you what I observed. One thing, we'll get into the Eagles first, and then we'll talk about how the matchups and what we need to do and yada yada yada, right? So one thing's for sure, with Gibson against the Eagles, he was running with some lean. He was running, he was running behind them pads a little bit. He was running pretty hard early on. Of course they couldn't sustain it. And one thing's for sure, we seen that when they gave Carson Wentz longer drops, he was pretty much food in the pocket. They had to, and one thing's for sure, they know that they can't have longer drops against us. So he gonna have to get the ball out quick. So him getting the ball out quick, it may not necessarily be a Curtis Samuel thing, but that's when I say it might be a Logan Thomas thing. It might be a J.D. McKissic thing. It might be a Scary Terry thing this week. Right? So, and it's crazy though, because I looked at an offensive coordinator that couldn't adjust. It took him too long for him to adjust. It took him too long to realize that Brandon Graham and company is whooping on your O-line. So why is you putting your O-line in a position to not succeed? Because you want to hold the ball. And one thing for sure, in that pocket, Carson Wentz, he's very clumsy with the ball. He's very turnover prone with the ball. He's very loose with it. So, there'll be some opportunities, if we touch him, which we should touch him, to be able to knock their ball out. There'll definitely be a lot of opportunities for turnovers. But this game, though, they're going to come out fired up. They're probably going to come out embarrassed. So you got to understand this. When people play America's team, right, they get up. I don't care if you won 2 games, 3 games, 4 games. When they play the Dallas Cowboys, they get up. You know how they talk about, oh, you won a Super Bowl, you went to the Super Bowl, now you're going to get everybody best? Well, the Dallas Cowboys always get everybody's best. It's just something about having that star on your helmet that gets people to get up and get ready to go to war. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a division game. Got to be prepared. I believe it's in Washington, though. Let me check real quick. Let me check. I believe it's in Washington, though. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Let me see. Oh, it's in Dallas, I think. Hold up. Yeah, I think it's in Dallas. Okay, okay, it's in Dallas. Damn, so they got to go to Washington later. Damn, you know that's when you got to run the football tough though. Okay, so you gonna have a crowd behind you, but Carson Wentz is in a it probably gonna be domed up. Who knows? But yeah, man. Now you got to worry about. Okay, so look, not only was our pass rushers gonna take advantage of the turf, right? They pass rushers, man. They big boys is gonna be moving on that turf too, and they got some athletic big boys. Now we're gonna get a little bit on this defense, man. We pretty much know on the offense, man. Carson Wentz, he is not the ingredient for success for the Washington, and they will always be held back with Carson Wentz at quarterback. But they do have outside weapons. They do have weapons, and they do have some decent running backs behind there. The offensive line is kind of trash. Charles Leno, he's weak. The other tackle, he's weak, but the other tackle better than Charles Leno from my observation. Charles Leno weak. I believe Charles Leno came from the Bears, didn't he? I believe he did a stint with the Bears. I think he was like their backup for a little bit. Then he came to be a starter or something for a little while. Charles Leno is weak. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely. And then I know Michael Parsons is very angry that he didn't get one. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Parsons is probably going for 5 of them things. You know what I'm saying? But let's look at their D tackle. Let me tell you something, man. When I was watching, not only they D tackle, but there's a dude named I believe it's Benjamin St. Just or whatever his name is. When I tell you, man, they was going at him early in the game, and he was competing though, y'all. And he was competing, like what I'm saying. He was really fighting. You know what I mean? Getting to the deflections though. I believe I heard in a broadcast they said he was originally their slot corner, but he had to bounce out for that game. So, one thing's for sure, he gonna try to put hands on that ball. He's not a bad corner. He's not a bad corner at all, actually. He's actually kind of okay, From at least from my observation, that's my first time watching him, And from my observation, he was really competing, And so, in regards to, I think it's Fuller. Fuller's okay. Fuller's cool. He don't see now suck. They got because I believe they got Will Jackson, but he hurt. See, they got a team full of solid corners, right? Ain't nothing great. Ain't nothing Trayvon Diggish. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Damn, what's that Dolphins corner name, man? I can't think of the name, man. But you know what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing Stephon Gilmore-ish, Ain't nothing Jalen Ramsey-ish about their corners, Their corners can get it. But one thing's for sure, what their corners is going to do is compete. Davis, the linebacker, they got okay linebackers. It ain't scrubs though. They got okay linebackers. They solid enough. They get the job done. It's kind of like the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't nothing too spectacular about talent wise about their linebackers, but their linebackers just get it done. And especially behind that front, the linebackers do okay. Especially Davis. Davis, he'll be, you got to worry about him being hot. And what I mean by hot is blitzing, But up front, man, that's the challenge right there. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I believe for your front, for your offensive line, I believe this is your toughest challenge yet to run the ball. Man, them Bama boys up top, man, Sweat too. Man, at their front, it's tough. And especially probably the next time we see them, they're gonna have Chase Young. Their front is tough, y'all. Especially Payne, Allen. There's some tough boys, man. And if we can run on them, that's gonna say a lot about your run game. But this will be tough because not only do they know y'all, it's division game, they got talent. That's the strength of their defense up front on that D line. Them grown men. Them are some grown men that you ready to go against. So you got to be ready. Let me look at there was definitely but even though that's the case though, right? Even though I talked about their corners, one thing's for sure, speed. Using your speedy wide receivers this game is a must, right? You know how they used what's his name, Brown and Devontae Smith. You definitely gonna have to use it in that way, right? Smith had damn near 200 yards. So just think of Smith as in Turpin. Think of Smith and Brown as in Gallup, Tony Pollard. Them the guys that really got to come, We ain't used Turpin like that yet at wide receiver. This might be the game to do so. Because they're definitely, one thing for sure, when they got the ball, downfield on them a little bit, they was able to have success. Right? Cooper Rush might have to get out the pocket a little bit this game, no. But it's important. See, this is the game for Jason Peters, y'all. To go against them Bama boys, man, we need that strength inside, y'all. Because one thing's for sure, putting Matt Forniak right there, when I tell you about lunch meat, I'm telling you that's lunch meat. Let me tell you something, man. Hey, that's a bologna sandwich. You understand me? On wheat bread. You understand me? With mayo and mustard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's a definition of some food. You gonna have the lettuce in it. You might got some onions with it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely food. So if you want to be able to go strength for strength, to be able to have that power at the POA, the point of attack, you better put Peters there. Or you might be in for a long game trying to run the ball if you roll with Matt Forniak this game. I'm going to tell you that. This ain't a game for no Connor McGovern, you know what I'm saying? If he was ready, nah. This is a game for Mr. Peters, y'all. I believe I heard something about Peters being ready to go. If that's the case, man, it's be trained to go. It's time to go, man, because we definitely need you. We definitely gonna need you against, for the games that's coming up, man, with these boys coming in. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be right on time. You know what they say? He may not come when you want him, but he gonna be there right on time. Yeah, man, Peterson came right on time, especially for the next couple games that we got, including this game. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold up real quick, y'all. There you go. So, y'all better come through. We got to come through with it. But let's look at a little something real quick. Give me a second. Let me tell you something. So as discussed, you're gonna have, this game gonna be a little tougher running the ball. And it showed with Miles Sanders, 15 carries, 46 yards. Jalen Hurts was the next leading rusher, 9 carries for 20 yards. So even they was on your boy Rush, right? But one thing, even though they got solid corners, if you protect, you will have room to work. You will have available wide receivers. Because I don't care how solid their corners may be. You're going to have some opportunities if you protect. If you can't protect, it might be a long day. That's all I'm saying. Devontae Smith and Brown had good games. Right? Damn near 300 yards with both of them. They both put it in the end zone. Right? They both put it in the end zone. Grant Kelly-Taylor had a 40-yard one. Goddard had 26 yards. So let me just tell y'all this, man. You're gonna find out about your offensive line. Yes, you about to find out about your offensive line. They say that the running game is back in Dallas. Is that right? Is that right? Because you for sure gonna have to find out. One thing for sure, we should be able to choke out their running game with Bohannon and Osa. right? Um, because Scary Terry got a lot of his stuff on um garbage time, y'all. But JD McKissick did get 6 catches, right? Samuel got his 7, but he didn't really go for nowhere, right? But Samuel had 10 targets though, right? McKissick had 9 targets. Scary Terry had 9. And I will believe that Scary Terry, they will have more emphasis, they will have more of an emphasis in trying to get Scary Terry to rock a little earlier. Because they might think, because one thing's for sure, man. Trayvon Diggs, man, and that Scary Terry pops for sure. You know what I'm saying? He done father, you know what I'm saying? He fathered Abraham to Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and for sure Scary Terry. You know what I'm saying? So so you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to come. Man, they gonna have to come ready, man. Like I said, man, y'all come playing, which we shouldn't, you know. Um, it's like this, right? The better team goes with Washington, but the better quarterback goes with the Giants, right? So the question is, right, is you gonna take out what they need? See, if you let them get some running room on you, you allow them to run the ball some, you allow them to make them, you allow them for them to make you respect the run, and this game gonna be pretty tough, you know. But the edge goes to us when it comes down to the run game, right? As far as stopping it, and if we can stop the run game and make Carson Wentz got to hold the ball, oh, it's gonna be a long day. Yes, indeed, it's gonna be a long day. So now, y'all, let's get into these matchups, man. Let's get into these matchups. So as we know, man, I don't know how the hell Carson Wentz is starting over Taylor Heineke. They probably need to get ready to either go Heineke or Sam Howell. But Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, Leighton Vander Esch, Leighton and Anthony Barr. You guys are responsible. You guys are responsible. We can't allow J.D. McKissick to convert them third downs. We can't allow Gibson to convert them third downs in the passing game. We can't allow for them to get them easy completions, man, to keep them drives going, to give them a chance to go. We can't allow that. Make him, like I said, make Carson hold the ball and let's touch. You know what I'm saying? You know how the Christians say, reach out and touch. Hey, man, you need to reach out and touch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You need to go and reach out and touch Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? That song, hey, I like that song though. But Terry, Scary Terry as Diggs. If Diggs can do what he been doing, hopefully they can cancel each other out. Now Jahan Dotson, right? We didn't talk about him, but Jahan Dotson is somebody that you got to worry about. Jahan Dotson has been playing some good ball. Yes, he has. He's been playing some good ball. He's gonna be in that slot. Jordan Lewis better come to play. He better not let that rookie man teach him a lesson. You know what I'm saying? He better not let that rookie teach him a lesson. So I believe, like I said, they got it coming from everywhere, y'all. All it takes, man, is for Carson Wentz to start feeling himself. All it takes for you to allow that man to start getting it going, allow him to get his rhythm. Then y'all got yourself a game. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Samuel, we done talked about that. De'Ami Brown, he'll come in. You know what I'm saying? He'll come here and there. You know what I mean? Like they got a good, let's just say they got a good wide receiving room. They got a good supporting cast. And it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come to play, right? We discussed Logan Thomas. We gotta have the corners and backers man on them, man. Leighton gonna have to have a game, y'all. Leighton is definitely gonna have to have a game. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna have to have a game. You know what I mean? Charles Leno. Now, with Charles Leno, right? I'm putting Micah on him. I'm definitely putting Micah on him. I'm putting Lawrence on him. See, this one thing, this is one of the games where Joe ends, it don't matter. Pick one and go eat. But we know the weakest link right now is Charles Leno. So if we got to pick on Micah, if Micah got to get up on Charles Leno, then that's just what it is. Like I said, Sam Cosmi, I think, he food too. Dorrance Armstrong should even have a game to use that length. Dorrance Armstrong should even have a game, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's the center, Andrew Norwell, I believe he's from Jacksonville, I believe. He's not bad. He's okay. You know what I mean? He's okay. But there's still room to dominate. Trey Turner, man, there's room to be able to go upfield on Trey Turner. Trey Turner is pretty, his strength will be more in the run game, coming forward, But as far as see, look, Tristan Hill, hopefully Neville, this is y'all game. Yeah, we could talk about the outside tackles, man. We could talk about Micah and Lawrence. And if they do their job, they should be able to do their damage, though. But if we could touch this man inside, that's going to ruin everything that they want to do. Tristan Hill, Neville, them two, we need y'all to have a game. Osa, we're going to need a little bit more. I mean, look, Osa baller. I can't say I need a little bit more when your main objective is to be the run stuffer that we've been getting from you, though. But if we can get some of that pass rush potential that we know that you have, that's going to be an added boost. So you got guys, man, and then I will hope that you would put Micah Parsons, right? I would hope that you would put Micah and Barr and have to blitz them up the middle as well too. Micah and Barr need to be everywhere this game, y'all. When I tell about the chess play with Micah and Barr, man, you could do some things. You could do some trickery things, man. Especially on that center. Man, that center weak. Unless I'm missing something, from my observation of that center, man, that center fool. This center don't. Come on, man. Weak. But yeah, man. So attack them, man. Play chess with that offensive line. Make Wentz give you the ball, because Wentz gonna give you the ball. You put that heat on him, whether it would be a fumble or he gonna throw a pick. Wentz is garbage, y'all, and this is his last chance. If Wentz can't get it done over here, Wentz gonna have to pray for a backup position, y'all. Let's get on his defense, man. Sweat, Allen, Payne, James Smith-Williams, he fits in with that. They got Shaka Tony, Daniel Wise, John Ridgeway. Like I said, man, them fronts is definitely going to give problems. They definitely going to get problems. They definitely gonna get problems, you know. However, if we stick to what we're doing, we come to play, we bring the physicality, man. We may not be popping as much in the run game though, but one thing's for sure, right? It may be ugly early, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something what I didn't say. You cannot go away from the run game this game. Don't let a few 1 yard gains, 2 yard gains, some 0 yard gains discourage you from not sticking with the run. If you don't stick with the run and you want to continue to pass, you will get teed off on. You will allow Cooper Rush to get teed off on, and we don't want that. You know, like I said, that front is ballers. Jamean Davis, David Mayo, Cole Holcomb, right? Like I said, them just solid linebackers, man. Ain't nothing too much. Ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing spectacular, but ain't nothing bummish about them either, right? I don't believe William Jackson playing. Bobby McCain, Cameron Curl. Now, Cameron Curl's okay. From what I've seen from Cameron Curl, he's okay. Cameron Curl not no bum, you know? At least from what I've seen so far. I haven't seen the full catalog on Cameron Curl, but from what I've seen, whether it was just a Philly game or Cameron Curl was okay, you know? Like I said, they hold back in. It's pretty much okay. Kendall Fuller, Benjamin St. Juice, right? What's his name, man? Wild Goose is a wild bum. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we got some. Man, look, we got a lot of opportunities, y'all. We just got to take advantage of the matchups. See, look, let me tell you something. CeeDee Lamb, you got that 88 on you, right? You cannot get blocked. I mean, not blocked, but you cannot get covered by Kendall Fuller, Benjamin St. Juice, Wild Goose, whatever the hell his name is. You cannot get covered by them. Dez wouldn't have it. Amari wouldn't have it. I bet you Gallup ain't about to have it. CD, you better not have it. Now, one thing's for sure, Gallup is coming right on time. You know what I'm saying? He coming right on time. So, them reps that we can get from Gallup, man, is going to be crucial. You know, that's going to take some of the heat, you know what I'm saying, from the run game. Hopefully that helps the run game, you know, regardless of, I know he's not going to get a full load, but having Gallup back, especially in this game, hopefully that helps the run game. Take some pressure off of CD. You know, you got another week. You know, I heard Mike McCarthy talk about he wasn't ready mentally. Right? Mike said that he wasn't ready. And I understand that. You know, when I had my injury, right, you know, yeah, although I may have been healed, you know, it was something mental, like, okay, that you got to physically do it. And the more that I was able to do it with no setbacks or anything, the more confident I got, and then it just erased my head. So I believe that Gallup needed that extra week for it to erase his head so he can just give it a go. And, you know, he probably going to take him a couple snaps to erase his head and go. As soon as he get in the flow of the game, he going to go. He going to be trained to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be good. I don't know about Dalton Schultz, what's going on with him. Let me see something. Mike McCarthy said they was looking good, though. Let me see something. Oh, okay. Let me go to this week. I'm tripping. This week, this. Will. Okay, Luke in there. J-Ron, practice. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence. Yeah, Cody Lawrence was fighting what he got. Let me look at Schultz. Okay, Schultz practice. Connor McGovern practice. So the guys is getting ready to come back. So that's good. Um, but yeah, man, it's time. Hey, it's time to go, y'all. It's time to go. This will be a huge win if we're able to get this win. This will be so huge, Raw. Like, you know, understand me? Like, to go up, what, 3-1, 3-1 without that, going into these tough 2 games that you got coming up, man, that's gonna give you a whole lot of room to go because we know Dak ain't coming anytime soon. He not coming this week. I don't see him coming next week. The earliest that you will be able to get that man Dak is the Philly game, and I don't believe he should play that game. I believe if at earliest he should come back the week after the Philly game, right? But it's gonna be interesting though, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. You definitely gotta be on alert, be prepared. It ain't like we ain't seen these boys before. Yeah, Curtis Samuel. Was Logan? I think Logan Thomas got hurt when he played us though. Well, either way, you got a healthy Logan Thomas. You got Curtis Samuel. You got addition with Jahan Dotson. You got Scary Terry Gibson. Defense got their hands full as far as going with these weapons, right? The offensive line got their hand full of going against their defensive line. But one thing that you might have to do, y'all, Kellen Moore might have to pass a little bit to open up this run. Now, I'm not saying that Kellen Moore need to be pass happy. But what I'm saying is he's going to have to open it up. He's going to have to show them that he has the ability to go deep. He's going to have the ability to go deep. If he can do that, we're going to be all right. Sometimes, you know, and he said it in his little conference a couple days ago. Sometimes you got to run the ball to open up the pass. Sometimes you got to pass to open up the run. Sometimes you got to pass to open up the pass. Right? This may be an instance where you don't run away from the run game, but you might have to pass it a little bit to loosen them up. And if you can loosen them up, you should be getting out there with a victory. Right? If you can make Carson Wentz hold the ball another second, you should be able to touch him. We can't have mental mistakes, right? We can't beat ourselves. We can't be heavily penalized. We can't have defensive errors. We can't, turn the ball over numerous of times, right? Turnovers probably happen, right? But one thing for sure is, man, this game, I'm pretty sure that we're going to have to get over some adversity, right? So the championship caliber teams, the playoff caliber teams, what do? They handle adversity well. They overcome what's thrown at them. Execute, get it done. They find ways to win games. Every game ain't gonna look good. Every game ain't gonna be clean. But all that matters is, did you win? Did you win the game? You know what I'm saying? These are you going against professional athletes that have talent. It's not gonna always be, easy, right? But one thing's for sure is you cannot allow this team to get a lot of confidence, especially on offense. Or like I said, you would be here or you would have a long day. So, you know what I'm saying? So we got to take it to them and keep it to them. Now, we're going to find out real fast, is Kellen Moore really a changed man? Because this game is gonna probably tell you, is they gonna do damage against the run early and make him get out that pass? Well, is he gonna abandon the pass, or is he gonna come back to the run? I mean, is he gonna abandon the run and stay away from the rest of the game, or is he just gonna maybe just pass it to open it up and stick back to the run and finish running the ball to end the game? Now, Mike McCarthy, you done butted in and you done got into the game plan, right? So I'm gonna need you, Mike, to get up in this game plan. I'm gonna need you, Mike. So it's time to perform, y'all. Just to go 2-0 in the division early on, that's great, right? You got an AFC win, you got an NFC East win. If we can get another NFC East win early on, that's gonna be great. You know? So, man, this just gotta take care of business, y'all. But look, that's all I'm here for, man. I'm up out of here. Y'all stay safe. Y'all hit that like button before y'all leave, man. And we up out of here.